Hey everybody! Sorry it's been so long on a break, but we have been flat covered up.
Yes.
We got to see Less Junk More Journey
And Finding Our Sunday.
at one of their huddles. They
Yes.
actually came together and did a huddle.
Yeah. It was Less Junk More Journey's huddle, but Finding Our Sunday came.
Yeah, Finding Our Sunday made a surprise visit,
Yes.
so it was awesome.
And One Strange Adventure was there.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of our friends was there.
We
made friends with
Yes,
over
we
the
got
year.
to talk to lots of good people.
But anyways, we didn't take any video there because it was all about immersion in their mission.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, it was a wonderful weekend. But make sure, I don't know when they'll release that video.
But go watch their video.
But you'll definitely want to check out about their huddle. It was amazing. And if you ever get a chance to go to one, it's well worth it.
It is worth every penny and every minute.
Yeah. But anyways, between that, we also went camping with some other friends that we didn't do any video in that.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of took some time.
Just for us.
Yeah. For us and some friends. So.
Yeah.
So we've been away a little bit. I'm sorry. Good news is we're fixing to go back to Disney again. It's Christmas time at Disney.
Yes.
And so we will do some videoing down there while we're down there.
Absolutely.
But what brought us here is the last two camping trips we made, we had a water leak.
Ooh, bad.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can have. The worst thing damage to your camper you can get is water.
It's water. Well, and the first trip we were on when it leaked, we caught the leak. We thought we had fixed it.
Yeah.
And we, limped our way home, double checked it. We could not recreate the leak. And so we thought we were good. And we went for our camping trip with Less Junk More Journey.
Yep.
And we had the leak again.
Yeah.
And not only did it leak in the place, it was in the kitchen, but we also noticed a little leak in our bathroom as well.
Yeah. And so I'm going to kind of give you the rundown on that. Kind of show you how we fixed it. And show you one of the biggest, from everybody I've talked to in the camping world, their number one complaint about any RV, this is nothing against Grand Design, we love our Grand Design.
Yes.
Nearly every RV does this kind of connection.
Yes.
Except there's one brand,
We're not going to name names
yeah,
yet.
There's one brand that doesn't, that have fixed this problem. But
right, but it's new.
We'll see over time if that happens, if it corrects this problem or not. But anyways, I want to show you what happened to us, show you what tools you'd need.
Yes.
I mean, literally, it's a 5-minute fix if you've got the right parts.
And
that's the key.
And if you're flexible enough to get in and under the sink and
yeah,
reach everything.
If you're a contortionist and get into the sink, you're fine. Yep. So, all right, so let me show you what we did here. The culprit was the hot and the cold connections under both sinks. It happened in the bathroom. It happened in the kitchen. Now, we had some experience with these before because if you watch one of our past videos, we actually installed a new faucet on our bathroom sink. And we had trouble with these little connections then. They're just this cheap plastic, and that does have a gasket in here that screws onto the faucet. In the kitchen, there's actually like a metal extension, more like a residential braided hose, if you would, that these connect into to get it up to the sink to give you a little extra room, I guess, to play with. But these just they leak, and ironically, here's everybody's biggest complaint. You have this rubber 5/8" hose that they have put a PEX crimp on. The plumbing world, that's a big no-no. You don't use a PEX crimp on a rubber hose. Now there is PEX in the camper, and it's a 1/2" PEX, and that's the right connector for that. But in places like where it goes from the PEX up into the sinks, they use these rubber connections so it's flexible so they can wind it up in there to get it to the sink connections. And they still use this. But I'll tell you, this connection here, this crimp, is not what was leaking. It's actually this black thing. There's no cracks that we can find, but every single one we took off, the little rubber gasket inside looks different. And as far as we can tell, that's where it's leaking at. You can pull the gasket out, the little washer, if you would, little rubber washer. It looks fine. It's flexible like it should be. It's not deformed, but you put it back in there and it leaks. It doesn't leak bad. It's not like it's spewing water everywhere, but it does drip, and enough drips will cause problems. So we changed it out and went with brass, and we ended up changing every single one of them. You see both. Here's both of them from the kitchen, and we're changing the bathroom out too. So what we went with was, I just went down, I got Ace Hardware right down the road here from me, so I went and got a shark bite kit, And not that this is a sharp bite fitting or anything like that. It's just the brand on this one happened to be. But it's brass. Notice your seal here. It's a lot better seal gasket than the one we took off. And then this connection is basically the same, but it is heavier duty plastic. It's not as soft and brittle as the black that was on the other one. Now, in doing that, you've got to make a connection here. So that just drops inside, and then it fits. It screws on exactly the same way the one we cut off was. All we got to do is now is take our 5/8 inch hose and clamp it onto this, which I did go ahead and get the proper clamps for that hose, which is just I think these are called a ring screw clamp, and got it in the 5/8 inch size. So you slip that over your hose, put that on there, screw it back down, screw these back into your sink connections, and we've been testing, and so far no leaks. That seems to have solved our problem, and this just seems like a whole lot better solution. It's a whole lot heavier duty, and I feel better about it being brass too. So, but anyways, easy fix, but something you might want to check out in yours. Make sure you don't have any drips in there, because we found it actually by, she went to get a pot out from under the sink here, and there was water in the drawer, and so you had to pull the drawers out and everything to get back up in here to where that's at. Let me show you one more thing that we're going to add that is probably a good insurance policy. So we knew coming back that we had to get some parts, and I had heard some other RVers talk about some water alarms, and I found these on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. You know, we're our Amazon associates, so we do make a few pennies off these. Trust me, it's not much, guys. But we found this. I found a 5-pack of those water detectors. These seem to be the highest rated out of everything I checked out there. It's called Govee. They make a lot of other stuff for campers and different stuff. They make lights and lighting and stuff like that too. But these things are awesome, and we've actually already tried it out here. But this is what it looks like. This is the box 5-pack. You can get them, I think, 3-packs, and you can even get them singles. They actually even make a Wi-Fi thing, like a connector, if you will, that will put all these and it'll send the signal to your phone. I don't have that because generally when we're camping we don't have Wi-Fi, and so I just got these. This is 110 decibels when it goes off. It is loud. But literally all you gotta do is peel the plastic off the front, pull this out for the battery. You heard it beep there. That's not the alarm, by the way. The alarm's way more ear shattering than that. And then the neat thing is it's got 4 sensors on the back that actually sit on the floor, so you can just kind of sit it in the floor, and if water gets under there and it touches those sensors, it goes off. It also has a drip sensor right here. And so if you kind of put it up and under where your pipes are, where you think a drip might occur, I know that's hard to tell, but if water does drip here, it'll actually set it off too. And so these are pretty good insurance. I actually, when I went to order these, there was a $10 off coupon, so I've got a 5-pack of these for like $40 something. And I thought it was a good deal. So we actually going to put one under the sink here where we had a drip. I've already got it taken apart over here where our hot water bypass valves and everything is. Our hot water heaters over here. I'm going to put one under that. We put one under the bathroom sink where we had a little drip. Our previous camper, we actually had the water valve on the back of the toilet leak one time and flooded our camper. And so I've put one behind the toilet, and I'm also going to put one in the wet bay downstairs up and under the basement too. So which is why I got a 5-pack. It worked perfect for me. So just something, a little something, you know, if you don't have anything, and if you're not, you know, when you're on vacation, it's kind of hard to think about checking for water leaks. You don't, generally by the time you find a water leak, it's too late and it's done flooded something. So these are pretty good insurance, and they are loud. Like I say, while we've been fooling around with water in here, I just put one out there and we let it drip just to see how it would work, and it works pretty good. We actually put a paper towel up and under it so that way, because it's such a large area back here under the sink, that if any water gets back up in there, that paper towel will actually wick it up into the sensor and made it go off. And so just food for thought, guys. Again, very short video this week. Like I say, we've been covered up. I'm sorry we haven't been doing videos regularly like we normally do. We'll try to get back to more normal routine, but it's kind of the holidays right now, and so we're kind of spending time with family. So miss seeing you guys. I hope y'all miss seeing us. You know, if you hadn't, please subscribe. We're still trying to get our numbers up. We're still little guys out there in the YouTube world trying to get those numbers up. So anything you can do to help us would be appreciated. And next time you see us, we'll be at Disney.